Writing for Teenagers by Ruby, the author of The Ocean Callings. The question is, why do we want to write for a teenager in the first place? If you're a teenager, it's obviously pretty obvious. You're a teenager and you can identify with your audience. However, as an older person from 30 and above, why would you actually want to write for a teenager unless you have children or teenagers around you that you may want to appeal to? In some cases, and this is a lot of my students, their justification is that they want to write for teenagers because it's a good market and they actually read your books. This isn't the answer. My opinion for writing for teenagers is it was a good era and a fun time where the characters have the opportunity to develop and they haven't formed their complete opinions of life yet. So being able to actually write for a teenager and consider the characters having certain teenage angst, discovering who they are, trying to establish their identity is what makes it a really good challenge. So when you come to writing for teenagers, you've got quite a lot of things that you're going to have to consider. So first of all, we need to consider the environment in which the teenager is in. Are they at college? Are they at university? Are they at school? Where are they? What is their family situation? Are they one of 10? Are they a lone child? All of these factors actually affect how you write for a teenager. Have they got brothers? Have they got sisters? Have they got pets? Are the parents together? Are the parents divorced? Have one of their parents died? There's all these things to consider. What is the teenager into? Is she, if it's a she, a fluffy little girl? Or is it a man who wants to rule the world? Or is it a case of we've got a little geek who wants to establish himself as something more? You know, this is obviously stereotypical and quite cliched. However, you know, the best way in which to know teenagers is to be around teenagers and actually discover what it is that they want, understand how they use their technology, understand what it is about their identity they're trying to establish. Have they got a goal? What do they want to be known for? What are they doing? What are their actions? What are their behaviours? What is it they really want? And does this make a story? So in the first place, I would consider the main character. I would consider who they are, their family environment, and what the outcome is that you want from the story. Because every story is actually a journey. So this teenager, they start at the beginning, they go through a series of obstacles, they gain a learning, they have an end, and then by the time you come to the end of the book, they have transformed, learnt and grow. This is known as the hero's journey, which I'll talk about at another time. So what is it you want to write from a teenage perspective? What is it you want to show the world or show other teenagers? What is it you want them to identify with? With all this in mind, ask yourself the question whether you really want to write for teenagers, and if this is the case, find that story that will appeal to them. Is it fantastical? Are you basing your stuff or your writing on anything else that's gone before, or do you want to write something new and completely unique? Personally, I would go for unique. However, I would consider the demographic, which is the audience, and write for them, and consider what you really want to say and what you really want to share, and what part of you, the teenager in you, is going to be involved in this process. Anyway, I hope you like what I say. I hope it's inspired you. I'm the author of The Ocean Callings, and it can be found on Amazon. Thank you for listening.